Let's cross live to the Jigawa state capital, Duse, and speak to Governor Umar Namadi. Good to see you, and thanks for joining us on Newsline. Help us make a sense of the current extent of flood damage in your state, and which areas have been most severely impacted.
Well, thank you very much. The flood, as you can see, is presently about 15 local governments are affected. And out of that 15 local governments, we have about close to almost 65 communities that are affected. And in addition to that, about total of about 7,000 houses have been destroyed completely. About 44,000 people have been affected, and about 14,000 people are in the IDP camps. Again, we have about 11,000 farmland completely destroyed, and I think about close to 33 people have lost their life. So this is very, very devastating. And like I always say, it's devastating because at this stage we don't expect to this extent. Because what is happening now is the rainfall, not even the river water. So because of that, we are just getting very scared about it. But we are working hard to see how we can be able to help our people to get them out of this problem. Like I told you, about 14,000 people are in IDP camps. The government has so far reached almost all the people at this local government with the assistance in one way or the other. And we are still going on to do the same, because we do it and then we repeat it continuously. We have already provided medical care to the people at the IDPs. Our personnel are there to assist them with the medication. And also we have provided clean water for them, so that's to ensure that new disease do not come up. Again, in addition, we have provided some beddings and also mosquito net to ensure that they are protected from malaria.
Well, Governor Namadi, we see how busy you've been with some immediate action there. But again, are there any ongoing rescue operations? And if so, what resources are being utilized?
Well, exactly. The issue is that, these things demand a lot of resources. And what the government is doing as much as possible, because it's an emergency situation. So you need to prioritize it. So therefore, we have to prioritize this issue, and we have to deploy resources from other sources to ensure that we have taken care of our people. So the emergency rescue operation is just to move them from where their houses have been demolished to take them to a safer place. And that's exactly all we are doing. And then see what will happen from now to a few days to come, where there are possibilities also where the rain, when we have space for the rains, and then people can be moved out to they may not go back to their houses, but they can go back to the members of some of their families to stay with them. And that's exactly what we are doing. But as much as possible, where they are, we try as much as possible to take good care of all of them.
Well, and it looks like this is beyond Jigawa state. So how is your government coordinating with federal agencies and NGOs to manage this crisis?
Well, that's why we are saying, like I told you last, the president has really sympathized with us, and we have gotten some relief, also some assistance from the federal government, and we are working on that. But you see, this thing, the extent to which it happens is really very devastating. For example, 7,000 houses have gone completely. You can't rebuild those houses just now. No matter what you do, even if you want to rebuild them, water has taken over the places, so there's nothing you can do about it. So the only measure is to move the people to a safer place, and then watch and see what will happen. Then you come to their own aid. But now the most important need for the people is you need to give them shelter, you need to give them food, you need to give them medication, you need to give them clean water, and that's exactly what the state government is doing.
Dr. Namadi, looking at the pictures now on the screen, this is truly mind-boggling and devastating. Are there plans in place to prevent or minimize flooding in future raining seasons?
Yeah, exactly. Like I told you, this one becomes a surprise to us because all the years we are having flooding we are expecting the flooding to come from the river water, but this time it's coming from the rain. So I think this also has put us to now go back to the drawing board. The drawing board in the sense that maybe we need to look at the town planning in some towns so that we can see that what can we do to ensure that we have reduced the effect of flooding, especially for the rainwater. So, and also other things we have realized is also that in every project the state government will do or the private government will do, there is need for a complete environmental impact assessment. Once that is done, I'm sure, like for example in Gansa and in places like Kawa, I'm sure if a proper environmental impact assessment has been done before projects are done, then we would have reduced the impact of this flooding. So I think that is another lessons we have learned from this time.
And Governor Namadi, looking at residents waddling in a pool of water, what measures are being taken to prevent the outbreak of waterborne diseases in flood-affected areas?
Yeah, like I told you, yes, we have taken measures definitely to ensure that waterborne diseases do not come up. One is we are providing them with clean water in the safer place we have taken them. So definitely the issue is that we don't allow that the clean water to be contaminated with the water that has taken over the places. So in every camp, we try as much as possible to ensure that we have provided clean water by means of hand pumps that will assist the people, and that is we have been doing in almost all the camps.
Well, no doubt we understand that this has impacted lives of everyday living of your citizens. Even today, most places could not hold the Jumat prayers. How has critical infrastructure, roads, bridges, schools, hospitals been impacted? And what's the plan for repairs and reconstruction?
Well, so far now the issue is for hospitals are affected, yes, definitely. So, and the schools are also affected. What we are trying to do now is for the schools, we are trying to see if we can arrange for, because most of the schools have been taken over by the IDPs. So definitely when the schools resume, we have to find an alternative. Last few years back, what we normally do is we try to make arrangement to convey people to the nearest school so that when the owners of the school have done morning session, these guys will do evening session. And also we have tried also to introduce a radio program to ensure that the people are not left behind in terms of their lessons. So exactly we are still trying to replicate that, the same thing. But we hope, what we are praying is that we'll be able to move some of the people back to their communities in a very short possible time so that before the school resumes. So we are working on that to ensure that some of the people are being turned back. Turned back in the sense that we cannot rebuild the houses now, but maybe with their families, integrate them with the families, some of their relatives, where we have some space. So, and I think that is exactly what we are doing.
Governor Namadi, no doubt you need help, and can you hazard a guess as to what amount, what figure you think you will need to bring back everyone to their normal life?
Well, at this moment, it may be very difficult to estimate the total amount of money you require to resettle these people. One, first of all, is not only rebuilding their houses, but there is need for to undertake a study in the sense that to prevent the occurrence of this kind of phenomena. So for that, you need a study for expert to do a study to show you where can you move the water, how do you ensure that the water did not come again. So on that respect, you need an expert advice so that to tell you this is how much you need, and you need a town planners to tell you this is what you need. You need also surveyors and so many professionals to assist you for you to assess what you want to do to resettle these people. So at this moment, it may be very difficult to estimate. Whatever you are putting as an estimate may not be practically correct.
Assistance, before we let you go, for citizens in your state and outside your state hoping to come to your aid and help out, how can they reach out?
Well, so far we are, like I said, so far we have reached out to the federal government and they have come up with assistance. I'm sure they are coming back. Also, we are appealing to Good Samaritan, not really people from Jigawa state. They have seen the situations and then they come to the aid of our people. That is all we are saying. And as far as we are concerned as government, we are doing our best to ensure that we have at least reduced the impact of their suffering. As at the moment, there's nothing you can do to compensate these people what they have lost. But also you are trying to keep them in a stable position. Stable position means that at least you have provided a temporary shelter for them, you have provided feeding for them, you have provided medication for them, you have provided clean water for them. At least that will keep them stable, a bit stable, so that they can continue their life. But it's not really a normal life, because certainly staying in an IDP camp is not an easy thing, it's devastating. So there's nothing so you can do to compensate these people. But we hope, we pray that we will be able to get over this situation.
Well, Governor Umar Namadi, many thanks for speaking with us, and we do hope that help will be on the way soon to people in Jigawa state.